Howdy folks, and happy Thanksgiving. Today is a day when, instead of camping out in front of Walmart, a few of us still celebrate the day by incinerating a dead bird. I am one of those few, and this is today's victim. His name is Charlie. Charlie, meet YouTube. YouTube, Charlie. Hi there. Now Charlie needs a little doctoring before he goes in the oven. A good dose of sea salt to his innards. Oh, about that much. And a dose of fresh ground pepper. And we'll throw in some aromatics. A few stalks of celery. A couple of onions. Just coarsely whacked up. A wad or two of Italian parsley. And a few sprigs of sage. Close him up. Figure out how to use this nasty thing. Get his legs tucked in. Oh, that wasn't too hard. Okay. Next step is to shoot him up with my trusty hypodemic nurdle. About a cup of good chicken stock or turkey stock. I used up all of my turkey stock on the giblets. About a half a stick of butter. A healthy heaping tablespoon of Leon Perrins, splashing it on the counter naturally. And a squirt or two of your favorite hot sauce. Maybe that much. To taste. Mix that all together. And start loading them up. Randomly, wherever you can get the thing to stick in, preferably where there's some meat. Mainly concentrating on the breasts, which are the part that will dry out the quickest. So we just help to keep it juicier. You can stick a little bit in the legs too, and the thighs, whatever turns you on. And when you're tired of it, keep the rest of it for basting later on. And the finishing touch, which I had never thought of, and I don't know why, but I saw somebody doing it lately. Bacon! Drape some sticks of bacon over the top of it to help keep it moist. Oh, let's get one more on there. And of course the bacon fat should make it just that much juicier. More bacon, more better. Now Charlie will go into a 325-degree oven for, at a weight of 15 pounds, close to 4 hours. Bye, guy. And bacon. Always bacon. More bacon, more better. This is going to go on the kale salad eventually. Now the sweet potato casserole. About 3 tablespoons of butter. Into a big bowl. About a tablespoon of honey. About. Maybe a half teaspoon of salt. About a half teaspoon of rosemary. What do you want? And about a half teaspoon of pepper. And it calls for about a teaspoon of lime. Is that half a lime, or is that more than half a lime? Wring it out. That looks like about a teaspoon. Mix that all together. And now dump in about 2 pounds, which is about 2 good healthy sized sweet potatoes. Cut into roughly 1-inch hunks. Now you're supposed to toss these all together. Bigger weapon. Okay, that's better. Toss them until they're thoroughly coated. Alrighty. And you dump that into a casserole. put this into the oven, uncovered, with the turkey at 350 to 375. I actually think it's at 325. You can just put it in there anyway and cook it a little longer. It'll take about an hour. Dressing. A couple of tablespoons of olive oil. About that much. A stalk of celery, finely diced. And about half an onion, also finely diced. Except for that one piece. Oh, never mind. Saute this over medium-low heat. Just let them sweat for a couple of minutes. And when they're just starting to tenderize, I'm adding 2 cups of crumbled up cornbread. Best way to do this is to make a batch like I did last weekend, then let it sit out overnight. It gets easy to break. Now about a cup or thereabouts of chicken stock, since I used up all of my turkey stock. And just let these all get to know one another. If it's a little too dry, add a little more stock. Herein lies a case of total fail, where I forgot to turn the camera off, and then proceeded to turn it off, thinking I was turning it back on. What I did here was I mixed some of the giblets and some of the neck meat in with the cornbread stuffing and packed it into a couple of little serving size casseroles, stuck it in the oven with the turkey, and didn't record a single bit of it. Duh. Turkey is done and resting. Looks pretty edible. And over here, making a roux. Got a lot of good drippings from it. We'll let this cook for a little bit and make gravy. Adding some of the drippings into this pan to get it started. You see, I've got a nice thick roux now, which is what I want. I'll dump all of it back into this pan. Start adding the rest of the stock and the giblets. Giblets are in. It's now officially a gravy. Taste test. Yum. call it ready. Next, now the kale salad. 3 nice healthy stalks of kale, washed and then ripped into bite-sized pieces. Some of which don't make it to the bowl. Into a pan with some of the bacon drippings. Maybe over a slightly lower flame. Calm down now. Just want to saute this for 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4. Just until it softens. A grind of salt. And as it's getting a nice color to it, I'm dumping in a handful of artichoke hearts, quartered. They were already cooked, so it's essentially done. Perhaps mix the bacon in first. Now it's ready. Now let's lay into this turkey. This has got a serious case of juicy. Looks good enough to eat to me. Sample a piece here. Come out of there. Oh, yum. Tender, juicy, and I'm talking with my mouth full. Got the turkey. Got some dressing. Add some sweet potatoes. And giblet gravy to taste. My taste requires lots of it. Now to plate up the kale salad. A light drizzle of red wine vinegar. And top it with some curls of Reggiano. The only way to go. For a nice, rich Zinfandel. And pig out. cheers and happy Thanksgiving.